Hey y'all, so it's like everything and everybody's just so fucked up. If it weren't for what Alex did, I would have still been in Pensacola right now. And so, I mean, I'm not allowed to exist anywhere downtown. I have problems with my feet. I have to sit down. I can't stay standing for 20 hours. And so it's like the gang stalking person can break the law every day and get paid and get rewarded for breaking the law every day. So, I say fuck the so-called law, and I'm sick and tired of, I've had it up to here with being forced against my will to follow the rules and laws of other sinful humans who don't even follow God's laws themselves. So, I mean, everywhere, every park and everywhere is forbidden. How come the police didn't come here Monday night, but they came here last night? Well, more like earlier this morning, around 2 or 3 something. My feet hurt. And, y'all ought to be able to relate to me if we're all supposed to be targeted. Why the hell would you side with the police and the perps or their so-called rules and laws? Why the hell should we cooperate with and comply and obey these narcissistic fucking tyrants who are called who I call the bully fag cops? So, I mean, even people who claim to be woke to the truth and stuff, they make it like as if I have to follow the rules of the shelter. And so, I mean, this evening, I went to go eat dinner at this place, and after I ate, they took I think it was the manager, took my money, and he acted like he was trying to keep my change, my 80 cents. And so then he tried to give me 35 or 36 cents back or something like that. Excuse me. And I'm like, wait a minute, where's the rest of my change? And so he got an attitude with me for trying to get all my change back. And he's like, oh, so you're not going to leave a tip? So I'm like, who the hell, try to demand a tip and y'all have nerve to demand a tip and y'all give poor service. He acted like he was trying to keep my money, and then he rushed me out of the restaurant trying to say more people needed to go and sit down there, So basically, it's like, they had this guy, who tried to tell me not long ago tonight, he tried to, he kind of found out he said he's 27 going on 28, and I'm 36 going on 37. So that means I'm 9 years older than him. He's a narcissistic abuser, a black guy. And he tried to psychologically and mentally handle me like as if he think he has more sense than me, like I'm mentally fucking slow. And he tried to, act like he was trying to get fresh with me. I was like, with my hair being short like this, all these men trying to hit on me, right now. And, so, I mean, then the guy, we were talking a little bit, and then, I was talking to this other homeless guy, and you know how it is, you talk to somebody and they're cool with you, and then a narcissistic abuser come and interrupt your conversation and then take over your conversation with the other person, and like they own the conversation and dominate the conversation, and then now all of a sudden it's all about them. But I don't know why and that's why I stay away from the homeless clique. These men are harsh and abusive towards females, and they act like as if they don't know how to talk to a female. Like, they don't know how to talk to a woman. And so, he tried to aggressively demand an answer for why I didn't go to the McKinney shelter. I mean, I told him what happened. He tried to aggressively demand an answer for what happened. And then he tried to be like, tell the truth now, because my aunt works there or whatever. And then he said it like trying to scare you and trying to intimidate you. I mean, I don't owe him shit. And then, like, you know how narcissistic abusers be like, come on, talk to me. I'm listening. Keep talking. And then, you know, they act like as if they want you to, but then they want you to tell your story, but then all of a sudden they're rolling their eyes and smirking and doing all this or whatever. But he acting like he wanted me to keep talking, and then he tried to be like, oh, so you just left the shelter all because you was mad because you couldn't have your earphones? And I'm like, no, it was more than that. You know, I have to have my earphones because of my hypersensitive ears, and then if I would trigger by noise, it would make me have worse of a Tourette's outburst. Plus, I'm sleep deprived, and I'm trying to not be scared of the police coming here. You know, they're human and they're sinners. They're unrepentant sinners and reprobate, the bully fag cops. Hardly any of these police officers are Christian and truly follow the Bible. You know, but they'd rather follow to a T this fake ass mask wearing and social distancing and taking your temperature and all that. You know, so it's like I tried all day online to raise money, to raise a certain amount of money so that way I can stay somewhere for like a couple of more weeks until I shut up. Until I get my check. Because if I was still in Pensacola, I wouldn't be in this predicament. I wouldn't. Thanks, fucking Alex. But he wanted this, you know. Look at this. If I look at that. A damn 18-wheeler. So if I was and so if I was you know, still in like if I could have, you know, I could have stretched that $200 something that I had before I came here. I could have been able to stretch that for the rest of the month, or I would have had to panhandle for a few days, you know. But it's harder to panhandle because, well, the police are acting more. They don't deserve that power or authority to be called strict. So I just say they're assholes about, you know, the homeless even more because of the fake coronavirus thing. You know, I could have been having, you know, still had my sleep spot even though it was outside. They're doing this on purpose. So don't tell me about breaking the fucking law when gang stalkers break the law every day. I read in the driver's manual that the driver's handbook, you're not even supposed to have cars with loud mufflers, but the police never stop them and pull them over. The police never pull you over for loud music when it's proven to be disruptive to the traffic and everything and people's safety, but they allow that. They handpick what to allow. If the police follow God's laws, there would be, you know, no drinking at all, really, probably, you know. Drinking alcohol and stuff like that, you know. So, look, I see people walking over here, so the bully fat cops better not tell me shit. And they, of course, they ignorant ghetto gang stalkers talking all loud, you know. And so that guy tried to make it like as if you 9 years older than me and a stranger off the street. Look at him. Look. Shut the fuck up and get away from here. Ghetto. Just ghetto and loud. And so, Yeah, they perps. Ghetto, Masonic ghetto perps. Hold on, let me get the fuck away from here. I'm agitated already and pissed because he tried to falsely accuse me of just, wanting, just like everybody else tried to falsely accuse me of being entitled and just wanting things my way, when I actually when you target an individual and a victim of narcissistic abuse, and then the boy kept trying to tell me, see, the farther I walk away, the louder they talk on purpose. They know exactly what they're doing, this shit on purpose. So, it's like that boy tried to aggressively demand an answer for my situation and then pretend like he cares about me. And then he tried to tell me, oh, you got to swallow your pride. And it's like, not about pride, I'm not supposed, it's not in God. I'm not supposed to be in this situation. I'm not supposed to be in this situation, and I'm really not supposed to be in this situation of being homeless and broker than I was supposed to be. And that guy tried to talk about swallow your pride, and he thought I just, that's how everybody, because they want to justify not wanting to help me. See, they getting louder. They're screaming over there. So it's like I'm trying to walk away from them, and it's still the farther I walk away, that's the louder they get. If I'm supposed to go to jail or get arrested for being over here, then they should too. But they're not gonna, because they're gang stalking and they're breaking the law. I see somebody look like they're on a Segway. I don't know if that's the bully fat cops right there. That's what it looks like. I don't even know if they got ran out of here. But I literally have nowhere else to go, and nobody wants to help me. I know it's too much for people to help me. I don't know if that's the police or not. I just see somebody on a scooter or something like that. Okay, I don't think that's them. But it's always made to when. If you ask other disabled people, they make it rules where on purpose that they won't accommodate people with disabilities. And then the foster mom used to bully, harass, and lecture me, telling me, and she's the narcissistic abuser, and she would bully, harass, and lecture me and falsely accuse me of just wanting everybody to cater to me. And then she had everybody else, her flying monkeys, saying the same thing. So, and my ears are extremely hypersensitive. And see, that guy was like, oh, so you left the shelter and you put yourself back on the streets just because you couldn't have your MP3 player? And so then he tried to play psych games. I think he was a narcissistic abuser and a perp. And then he acted like he wanted to offer me to go to his house and try to act like he wanted to aggressively demand an answer for my personal business and try to get in my business, and then try to convince me that I can trust him. But it's always the narcissistic abusers try to tell their victims, oh, swallow your pride, or have some humility, when it's their ass is fucking arrogant. And I said, why the hell should I be forced to go in a prison-like place? Like, I didn't deserve. And then he got in my face and said, it's for your safety, it's for your safety. Now, what if that's why they take all your stuff, because all the crazy people, and what if somebody had a knife to protect you? Well, I have a right to not go to that fucking shelter. See, they coming over here and getting louder. They're doing this on purpose to distract me. Why the fuck y'all coming over here? Because they're the devil. So they coming over here. So it's like it really triggered and upset me and made me mad. If you're younger than me and a stranger off the street, and you like even another man earlier today did that to me. He was older than me, but you're a stranger with no authority over me. I don't owe you anything, and like he tried, like the man from earlier, he was like, tell the truth. And he's like, because you don't play with God now. Because, are you saved, or you believe in Jesus, or you know, tell the truth. Because if you play with God, like trying to scare me, trying to say, if you play with God, then you know, he gonna come back way worse on you, or something he was trying to say, you know. So, they're walking back. So, I mean, I might have to do a part 2 of this video to clarify, you know, like to try to clarify some things, you know, because it's not about me being, I mean, they have their rules in the way that my disability, I can't follow their structure because of my disability. And then being traumatized by growing up in a cult and so many rules and everything, I have complex PTSD that nobody wants to acknowledge. And, you know, people use that as a cop-out to not help me by trying to make like, oh, well, you should go to, nobody feels sorry for you because you should go to the shelter and follow their rules. Why? In this fucking prison, you know? But then you're the same fake-ass motherfuckers who say they love the Lord, they'd be more than willing to give like $3 million to somebody who wants to be a female to male transgender or some shit. That's who you fucking help. And you want to make it like I'm the one with the sense of you know, you want to make it like I have a sense of entitlement. You know, tell that to the rich motherfuckers who drive around in Jaguars and Bentleys and stuff. Didn't they have an entitled? Oh, because of, you know, their skin color is the reason why they can be entitled. But y'all know, as us being targeted individuals, y'all know we've been freaking robbed of everything. You're damn fucking right, I should be entitled. Robbed of my fucking college degree, robbed of my career, robbed of my money that the foster mom and my biological mom, everybody took my fucking money. I have a right to be fucking entitled.